What what an eerie, creepy looking place to record, huh? Well, this is my backyard. You can't see any of it, but this is it. Um, so I did nothing today. I guess, yeah, I did nothing today, and I've done nothing the whole summer. I haven't, I haven't done commissions. I haven't done plan. Uh, haven't taken care of my portfolio. Spend my day morning playing Darkest Dungeon, afternoon reading manga, JoJo Part 7. So it's still better than playing League of Legends or Hearthstone, because then I would just simply be doing the same thing. I would be learning nothing new. At least, at least it wasn't that. Oh yeah, and watching anime. I also also do that, and YouTube. Um, I don't know, man. This is a struggle. I'll be 20 in less than 1 week. I'll have my friends over. We'll do a LAN party, like usual. It will be fun, but at the same time, I feel like I'm still wasting a lot of my potential and time on these kind of things. And I imagine, who isn't? Like, I'm sure a lot of us do waste time doing other stuff, but I feel like I more than other people do it a lot because when I'm home, I have everything, and all my life I've pretty much had everything I've ever needed. Food, loving parents, give me, good education. Always done sports since I was a kid, and they used to take us walking and climbing. Uh, a loving grandmother who lives with us. Who cooks also and pampers us with amazing Chinese food. When I'm home, I have my computer, my own laptop, you know, with a kind of Cintiq looking tablet because I can already draw on the screen, almost as good Cintiq because my dad found a cheap Chinese one that actually works surprisingly well for the price, like really high quality. So I pretty much have everything anyone would ever need to be successful. I like to think that there's no excuse for me to fail in life ever, since I've had all of this. I mean, I've I've been lucky, um, and I'm sure I won't fail in life. I'll do well. I'll do the least I'll do is decent. I'll do fine for myself. I'm sure, since uh, I have a passion, and I know that I'll keep working to do what I do and what I'm passionate about, which is expressing and communication ideas and stories visually. Um, since since anime, video games, and manga have brought me so much happiness in life, I guess. I want to use them to give back from future generations, to work on something for that can give future generations the same feeling that I've had growing up, and make people think about stuff that they didn't used to think, and explore concepts and ideas and all that kind of stuff. But I said that I would do decent, but with my circumstances, decent to me is just not enough. I have everything I need to do amazingly and to do outstanding. I want it to be like, and I want to be, I guess, like uh, the innovative, innovative, the genius and the outstanding people. Like, for example, from the anime industry that I really love is, I'm pretty sure I've talked about this before, but Hiroyuki Imaishi and Yo Yoshinari, who made Studio Trigger. And I like Studio Trigger because they're so free and they have their own style. Just like Miyazaki, who is like this, you know, such a the guy's style and the guy's stories are so visible in his industry because he's this person with so much passion and creativity and such a vision. Yeah, vision, I guess, is like the thing I want to express. All these guys who have a vision for what they want to do and how they want to do it, and they do it. That's what I'd like to be as well. But it's hard, man. It's it's not easy to be outstanding as you might, as common sense says. The definition of being outstanding means, you know, standing out for the rest from the rest, and standing out from the rest requires you to do things differently or do things that other people are not doing. And I'm trying to do those things that people are not doing, which is spend more time and work on more stuff and practice more. But but it's hard. It's hard. And I keep thinking, when will I stop dreaming and start actually doing stuff, because you only have 365 days a year, and that really doesn't feel like that much time. And here I am spending days without valuing them and trying to accomplish something, just spending days. It feels like such a waste that people don't get together more often and don't try to enjoy the moment more. It really does. Uh, and but sometimes it today was the day where I kind of usually happens every month or every couple of months, where I just break down and spend my day with my eyes glued on a screen, just completely not caring about work, just ignoring it forcefully and accepting the fact that I'm ignoring it, and just spend the day playing video games and doing whatever the fuck I want online. Because after a day like those, usually what happens is I pick myself up together, get back up, and the next day I'm saying, alright, I'm tired of this shit. I did nothing yesterday. I've done nothing for a while. My eyes hurt from too much from too much time on screens. So time to get to work. Sometimes, usually it doesn't go like that, but that's what I think to myself while doing the break. While having the breakdown of not doing anything. That's what I tell myself next day is going to be like. But sometimes it happens, usually it doesn't. Uh, and I also, another thing I tell myself is it's alright to take breaks. Don't pressure yourself. You need to rest. Your mental well being should be over the rest. But it's kind of like a paradox or a cycle because you can use that as an excuse not to do anything all the time, pretty much. And when do you know where you need to say, stop using excuses and get back to work? When can you start saying that, and where can you stop saying, don't worry about work, just get it all out of your head and restart again? It's a cycle, man. Like, it's the specific in the anime Welcome to the NHK. There's a guy who's shut in Japanese they call it the hikikomori, the needs, or the people who just don't leave their house, and by the end you pretty much conclude that those kinds of lifestyles where just eat and do whatever you want online, they're a luxury. Wait a moment. Yeah, those kind of lifestyles, they're luxury because to eat and not do anything, not do work, it means someone's taking care of you. You're not putting any effort to sustain yourself. You don't need to put any effort. It's what you tell yourself. It's yeah, and it's true. The lifestyle that I'm living like now, right now, is a luxury. I don't need to do anything. I could probably spend another year without doing anything until my parents started screaming for me to get a job. But I don't want to do that. You know, my parents deserve better than a son who doesn't do anything. I want to do better for my parents and for myself. But it's a struggle. when you when you don't have an incentive to work, the like humans usually they don't do anything until they actually need to. That's why deadlines are so effective. But deadlines that are pushed forward only by yourself are very, very weak because the consequence is you didn't do it and you hold yourself accountable. You feel bad for a couple of seconds and it's gone. There's no one to hold you accountable for not doing what you said to yourself that you'd do. And that's why it's so hard to work, to put in extra hours that you don't need to, because you don't need to. And right now, all the work I'm putting, they're extra hours that I'm setting myself up for. And when I don't do them, eh, there's tomorrow. No one's going to die. No one's going to be mad at me. No one's going to be sad. I haven't failed anyone except myself, but I'm fine with that. I don't mind it that much. I had fun, so there's always tomorrow. Can you see why it's so hard? They should teach us more of this kind of stuff at school instead of forcing kids who have like high levels of energy to sit down for hours and memorize stuff. The whole education system is it's a story for another day. It's a topic which I can also discuss some ideas on. But yeah, see, this loops back to the beginning of the series, which is exactly to avoid what's happening right now, which is a cycle. So the videos are meant to try to break out of the cycle, and so far they've done a somewhat, oh, they've done something because I've done some stuff about half of the days, I guess, or a third, I don't know. Yeah, half, pretty much half of the days I've done. And all the stuff I do is so mediocre. Like any pro would do all of my studies in 1 or 2 days. No problem. But because I'm such a lazy piece of scum, I just I'll just do a torso and paint it and try to shade it. Oh, it doesn't look very good. Instead of trying another one, I'll just call it a day and go surf on YouTube and watch the new seasonal anime. That's it. Probably not the last time you'll hear this rant, but I'll try to pick myself up again. I'll try to get back at it. Another issue is that my friends are all finishing um, their university exams, and so they're all more free now. And so I'll start planning stuff with them, and which means I'll be spending less time at home, which means on one side it's bad because I'll have less time to do it. On the other side, it might create a sense of urgency where I try to do them more often because I'll have less time in the day, and so I have more urgency to finish them. Last topic. I'll make this video 20 minutes. Holy shit. No one's going to watch this ever. Except myself. In a few years. I will watch this in a few years, probably. Um, I want to get back to the running club or athletics club. I was part of one, and I ran competitively for like 2 or 3 years until I got injured, and I said, "Fuck it, I don't want to be an athlete anyway, so I'll just focus on school and leave that to the side." And so I quit, competitively the moment I got injured, pretty much. Um, but yeah. Um, Also, yeah, I want to get back at it. I avoided it for a while because I was like, I'll just do my thing. I'm doing the flexibility and I'm doing the jumping stuff. I just run 20 minutes and then um do whatever I want, so I don't need to go back to the club. It's not like I want to talk to anyone there or anything or have any great friends there. But now that I come back after so many years, trying to be an emo, um, and saying, I don't need social interaction. I'm strong on my own. I'm not lonely at all. After a couple of years like that, I decided that no, I'm going to go back. I have friends there. I'm tired of being alone. You're not happy when you're alone, and that's something that's hard to that's a little bit hard to swallow in the beginning because you want to be fine on your own because it's way easier to reject someone than to be rejected. It's way easier than to when you see someone it's way easier to not say anything than it is to walk up to that person and say hi and be nice and be interested in that person. So yeah, I was scared of rejection and I'm still scared of rejection, I guess, but I'm overcoming it. That's also another rant for another day. So let's see topics that I have. Oh yeah, I need to talk about the girl and the athletics club. That's a part of the story that I avoided saying right now because I want to save it for another day. So the girl, story about the girl, um, educational system, rejection and fear of rejection. Um, yeah, I think those were the three that I kind of mentioned it and skimmed over, and breaking the cycle or whatever. That's what I talked about today. Today is the struggle. I don't know. I'm tired. So 16th day, 8th of July, 2018, in my backyard. Good night.